Alright, so as requested, we're going to start with some fitness videos. The first one that I'm going to do is essentially a core workout. So we're going to be doing front, back, and sides of core. And I'll talk about how to modify to make it either easier or make it harder depending on where you're at in your own fitness. And once you start to get a little bit more fit, then you can modify and make it a little bit more challenging. What we're going to do is going to do 45 seconds and then of the exercise and then a 15-second break in between. So before we do want to get started on the core, I'm just going to go ahead and we'll do a quick 45-second cardio. I like jumping and jumping jacks and things like that. If you don't feel like you want to do any jumping, then you can go ahead and do like a knee or something like that. But I'll go ahead and just get started with the jumping jacks. And we'll do some jumping exercises or running in place, or like something like this, or whatever you want to do, cross jacks. Any of these are fine. But we want to do about 45 seconds of that before we get started, and then we'll move specifically on to the exercises. And sorry, I don't have any music playing, but maybe you could play music at home if you want to have like a music track or something like that. So we got 15 more seconds, and then we'll go ahead and start into our first one after we take our 15-second break. Alright, good. So 15 seconds, and like I said, we're going to work front, back, and sides of core. I'm going to slide this forward just a little bit so that you can see a little bit better. And we're going to start with an alternating flag. So you're going to go in a box position, hands flat or on fists if you have arthritis. And you're just going to switch one and then the other one. And you got about 15 seconds left. The main thing is you should feel your back and your glutes engage on each one of these. Alright, you got a 15-second break. You're going to roll over on your back. We're going to do, I call them alternating toe touches. And so you're going to lay on your back, and then you're going to bring your feet up, and you're going to rotate back and forth on touching your feet. You can go as fast or slow as you want. Let's go ahead and get started. And mainly, you want to just keep going. If you want to switch and go double, some people think that's easier. I think the individual are easier. If you go side to side to side to side, if you want to make it easier, bend your feet up closer, and then you can put your head down more. If you want to make it harder, put your feet out further, and then you have to work a little bit harder for that. And we got 15 seconds left. And if you need a break, just take a break and breathe. And then try and get back into it. And try and get all the way through the 45 seconds. And you're good. Go ahead and take your break. Our next exercise is going to be glute bridges. So you're going to stay in the same position. And you're just going to lift up your butt off of the mat. Try and get your hips nice and level. Hands go at your sides. And lift up. You should feel the connection through your lower back in particular. You should feel some muscles pulling right through here. You can hold it for a little while if you want and come down. Some people like to go up and down really fast. I don't care, whichever one works for you. But really focus on feeling these muscles engaging in your lower back. And you got 15 seconds. I know it also helps with the legs. If you bring your legs in closer, it makes it harder. If you put your legs out further, it makes it a little bit easier. You got 5 seconds left. And have a rest. Alright. So on this next one, it's called a box walkout. You're going to start just in a regular box position like for yoga. And then you're going to walk out and hold for 5, 3, 2, 1, and walk back. If you want to challenge yourself more, go further If you want to challenge yourself less, go less. But walk all the way back to here, then walk back out and hold. Make sure that your core is tight. Come back in and back out. And just go as far as you're comfortable with, making sure that you keep a little bit of weight forward so that you challenge yourself in your shoulders and in your core just a little bit. We just got 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and walk back and take a break. All right, so on our next exercise, we're going to do alternating crunches. You could do them either with bent legs or straight legs. It's kind of like a super slow motion bicycle. I'll show you both ways. So we'll go ahead and get started and alternate legs like this. If you want to make it a little bit harder, make sure you really sit up when you do it. If you want to make it easier, it's this bent leg and cross to it with your arm. And just keep going. You can do, like I said, you can do it straight or you can do it bent, whichever one. And if you need a break, take a break and breathe. If you want to modify so it's easier, keep your back down and just keep your legs going like straight. You got 3 seconds and done. So for our next one, we're doing what I call the floppy fish. This is for your back. So it's like a fish out of water. You're going to lay on your stomach, arms up by your face. They can be straight or bent, I don't care. And you're just going to lift and down, and lift and down, like a fish that just came out of the water. You can hold for a little while if you want, and then put it down, or you can go up, down, I find the up, down to be more tiring. You just hold as long as you can, and then relax for a second. And that's a good way to go about it as well. Hold, and relax. And really feel the muscles engaging in your lower back through this part right here. Legs stay straight. And you got 10 seconds left to go. Hold, down. Let's go for one more. And hold, and down. There you go, good job. So our next one, we'll sit up onto your butt. You're going to do assisted V-sits. So this one is really dependent on you, but you can have your hands down where you're comfortable. You're going to bend your legs up, and you're going to hold your legs out straight or tucked, whichever works. And you're going to try and alternate of making them straight. If you're good at keeping them straight, then you're going to cross them back and forth. If you're not good at making them straight and you need them tucked, then you go tuck and then straighten. This is your more basic version of it. But if you're feeling really good, then go ahead and straighten and go like this. But otherwise, tuck, straight. And if you want to make it even harder yet, then you keep your hands up while you do it. But for right now, this is probably a good place to start. And if you can't even do the straight, then just hold the tuck and just feel that connection in your core right here. Trying to sit up fairly straight. You got 3 seconds left. And you're good. And let's go. Okay, back to the evil one. You're going to do butterflies back on your stomach. This is for your upper core in your back. So you're going to go a butterfly row. You're going to start with your arms up front. You're going to lift all the way to the back. Lift, and down. And again, up and lift, and lift, and down, and breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Lift and around, slowly, and down. You should feel this in your lower back, as well as a little bit in your upper back and down. You should feel it right through here as you're going. And back, forward, lift. You got 15 seconds, and down, and lift. Keep going. You're almost done. 2 seconds and 1. Great job. And so, okay, we're going to do our side planks. So we do need to do our side core just a little bit. So just lay on your side. This leg is bent down on your elbow, and you're going to just prop yourself up just a little bit like this so that you make a straight line. If this is all that you can do is just hold this, then that's a good place to start. And just hold and hold. If this is a little bit easy for you, then you can go down and up. down, and up. And then if that version is easy for you, then you're going to go for a full side plank hold, and then also with the down and up too. But again, most basic is here, just for the hold, and then adding to that is the down and up. You got 15 seconds left, and then we're going to switch sides. And if you want to add to it and make it more challenging, then you can go here or make it go here. Okay? 5 seconds. 2, 1, and we're going to do the other side after our 15-second break. So on your elbow, bend this leg is straight. Breathe for a second, you got a few seconds before you have to move on. Okay, and lift up. So either hold here, if that's your place. If you can't hold your arm up, just hold it here on your side. Hold as long as you can. And if you want to give it a little try, do a few of these, and then if you go, oh, wow, that was a lot, then just come back to here and hang out here. Feel this connection through this core right here. Really squeeze through here. You will feel some tightness through the front of your abs. Your back should be fairly loose. You will have some tension in your back, but mostly it's going to be in the side of your core. And just do whatever you want to make it feel like it's really working you here. You got 10 seconds left. And 5. Add a little bit of movement. And 1 second, and you're done. So we got our last exercise. We'll push you here. There's several different versions of this one. You're going to lay flat on your back with your head down and your hands at your sides, or hands over your head, I don't care. And you're going to go from straight, and you're going to tuck your legs all the way up. This is version number 1. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, don't put your feet down each time. If it's too much for you, let your feet touch the mat. And come up and back out. And up and back out. If you want to make it a little bit harder, keep your feet up and tuck. And then an additional harder is to go straddle, back to straight, then tuck. Straddle and tuck. And if you want to make it yet harder, then we go tuck, straddle, and pike. Tuck, straddle, and pike. And you got 2 more seconds. You're doing awesome. And then we're done. And you're done. So see if you like it. Tell me if some of them are too hard or what you think. I'll post it and you guys can try it out. And I'll do a few more